It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's normal. It's time for Morley's normal game. It's time for Morley's for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal game. It's time for Sean Morley's normal.
Hello, hi, and wow. And it's dangerous to go alone. Your flesh has seeped into the exotropic quiz zone. Prepare your body for total trivia. You are watching Sean Morley's Normal Game, a lost media quiz show found in Tutankhamun's sarcophagus and restored from its initial state of mysterious brown slime. I am Sean Morley. I am the friend that you do not deserve, but so desperately crave. And I will be functioning as your quizmaster this very evening. Sean Morley's Normal Game is a show where the rules of the game are fragile suggestions, and the wisdom of crowds is tested with the self-same methodological rigour of one of those TikTok videos where they put a Tamagotchi under the inexorable might of a pneumatic press. Everything might happen, and in your weeping hands I lay everything on the line. Broaden your minds, take those plates off your lap. It is time for Sean Morley's Normal Game. Welcome everyone. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are well. I hope you are kind, and I hope you are realigned. We are back. Sean Morley's Normal Game is in the next stage of the venerable competition. I hope everyone is here, is happy. Everyone's checking their Mall points. Well, buddy, let me tell you, those are not relevant here. We only care about big points. And big points mean big celebrations. That's right, we're going prize free, and it's all on honour. Has everyone seen Sean Morley's Normal Game before? Oh, welcome Raiders. Thank you for the Raider, good Pete. Is the Burnzoids not seen it before? Anyone else who needs a little refresher on the rules? Possibly we'd all benefit. Let us remind ourselves how Sean Morley's normal game is supposed to be played. Sean Morley's normal game, hey, it's pretty simple, so don't sweat it. We'll go through it step by step. Sean Morley's normal game is a quiz show where players can exchange points to change the rules of the game. In the process of doing so, we will collaboratively make a new game that has never been played before in the history of humanity, and then whoever who's the best at that will win. The game, therefore, is going to rotate between two phases. There will be the question phase, where questions are going to be asked, answers are going to be provided, and points will be dispensed for correct answers. And then the rules phase, where those points can be traded in to change the rules piecemeal, and a meta game will arise from what those rules should be and who those rules may preference or advantage. Just as a note, the rules phase will always proceed in reverse score order, giving people with the fewest points the ability to change the rules first. And also those with the most points gain the advantage of being able to overwrite those points with their own. Are there rules about what can happen with the rules? Yes, but they are few. Rules may not explicitly only impact a single player, so the rule saying player 2 can't score points, that's not allowed. That has been deemed unfun by the normal game council. And rules may not completely abolish any of the vital components of the game, merely alter them. So you cannot get rid of contestants, you cannot get rid of points, you cannot get rid of the concept of questions or rounds, but you can change them until they're unrecognizable. There are only 3 rule slots to begin with. And once they are full, if you want to introduce a new rule, they have to overwrite one of the existing rules. Over time, we've discovered this ensures that there is only as much going on as the human mind can comprehend, and never excessively more than that. In terms of how many points you have to trade in to get a new rule, your first rule is going to cost 1 of your points. The second one is going to cost 2 of your points. The third is going to cost 3 of your points. That's on a player-by-player basis, so every player can exchange 1 point for a rule to begin with. And also, it has been established that you can go into debt, up to 9,999 points into debt. But I doubt that will come up again. So the questions are going to be based on topics that you are going to be providing. If you would like to add a topic into the tombola, simply type into the chat now, !topic, then leave a space, and then write a topic that you think would make a good topic for a quiz show. And we will be generating questions based on that topic. How will we do that? Unfortunately, we will be using the best/worst AI available via the browser that I have in front of me. Am I advertising AI? Absolutely not. It is a hallucinogen that is high on its own supply. And we should decide between ourselves whether or not we want to trust the answers we are given or try to just use that as a conversation starter. And of course, the third contestant is chat. Chat is the house robot against which all contestants are playing. And we have traditionally used one of 4 methods of getting answers from chat because, of course, chat, you are not an individual. You are many people playing as one. Like when the Power Rangers go inside the Megazord, they have somehow to agree or the entire robot will fall over. And these 4 methods are: you can have a representative from the chat just answer on your behalf. You can have a random champion, which is just a representative that's chosen by chance rather than democracy. The infinite referendum allows you all to create a poll that you can constantly populate with new answers, and you could pick like that. Or collective joy, aka spoilt broth, which is that you attempt to write a sentence together. This one has never resulted in chat winning and never will, but you all enjoy it. It's been historically very popular. If you want to donate, we have a special rule slot called the Rule Auction, where someone could use money from their very own purse or wallet to push a rule straight into the game. And in the manner of an auction, if you want to introduce a new rule on top of an old rule auction rule, you must outbid the previous donator. We do have a donation goal. If it is met, the next episode will be themed from a randomized theme. This episode is themed based on the outcome of normal game episode 14, and I will discuss that in just a little while. ! Donate in the chat to see how you might donate. And finally, the winner is the person with the most points when the stream ends. They will be invited to give a brief speech. They are through to the next bracket of the competition, and they can create a rule which will go forward into Sean Morley's normal game, episode 16, as a starting rule. Oh, that is everything. It's a bit of a mouthful. Have people understood? I can see that you're all adding topics. We have topic yeast, topic winners, topic Letraset, I don't even know what that is, topic Patty Lupone, topic Second Empire Homes of the Americas, topic Farnborough, topic Bry Nylon. But on top of that, has everyone understood? Has everyone got it? No, okay, we're just making topics, and that's fine. That is in the nature of it. Yeah, man, we're good. Well, sorry for patronising you. I think there's a lot to get through. Okay, speaking of getting through, the theme of this episode is shitting yourself in public. That was chosen randomly at the end of episode 14, back in February. And here I have sat with this for a while to work out how to make this into a serviceable theme that works for a quiz show. And I've come up with the following. In between the question round and the rules round, there's a new round called the embarrassment zone. And if any contestant can mention something embarrassing that has happened to them that has not happened to any of the other contestants, they can get an extra point. That can be the public shitting round. That's the best I've got. And with that in mind, let us meet our first contestant of the second bracket of Sean Morley's normal game. It is, of course, welcome, Benjamin Alborough.
Hi, Sean. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I completely tuned out when you said what the embarrassment rule was. What was the embarrassment rule?
We're going to have a little mini round that sits between the questions and the rule changes, where any contestant, if they can bring up something embarrassing that's happened to them and nothing similar has happened to any of the contestants, they can get an extra point.
Nice. Good. Cool.
That is my best artistic interpretation of a shitting yourself in public themed quiz show.
That's very good. I think that's wonderful. I'm very well, thank you. I have moved into a new room.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Any nice features?
Yes.
Yeah? Is it an eclipse over there?
I think. Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
It's only brief.
Well, they famously are.
Yeah, it was good to see you not looking directly at it.
No, you have to look directly at it, otherwise you can't see it.
Oh, that's true.
Like when they say don't look directly at it, well, how do you even know if it's happening?
Were you supposed to use a little pocket mirror like with a basilisk?
Right, yeah.
Or a Medusa?
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Oh, that's a shame. Would you like to submit yourself to a little crowdsourced small talk?
Yeah, why not?
So this is a randomizer that was populated entirely during sort of season 1. And so I don't really know what's in here. I remember there being a lot about wet denim, so we'll see.
Okay.
I'd requested for these to be like little questions, but some of them just aren't. Oh, there we go. Little bit of small talk for you. What is love?
What is love? Love is, in many ways, a word that has 4 letters in it. 2 of them are vowels, 2 of them are consonants.
That's huge.
And the rest sort of falls into place without needing any explanation from me.
Do you remember when Prince Charles was asked if he loved Princess Diana?
No, what do you say?
He famously went, "Yeah, I guess so. Whatever love is, whatever that means." And that was one of their big press appearances of, "We're a couple. We're the new royal couple." He was like, "Yeah, I suppose I do. Whatever love might happen to mean."
You are, of course, aware of what's qualified as love in the love letters that Charles wrote to Camilla.
Oh yes, I think it might break TOS to just say that.
Just please Google, everyone in the chat. Google Prince Charles Camilla love letter leaked.
Yes, Google what Charles told Camilla he would like to be. You can break your own terms of service in your own time.
That is love.
That is love. To be honest, that is love. And gross. I think true love has to be gross, doesn't it?
I think so.
That's what Shrek was trying to tell us.
In a way. And in a lesser way in Shrek 4.
Yeah, I have to come clean here. I've never seen Shrek 4.
Okay, so Shrek 1 is good. Shrek 2, very good. Shrek 3, much worse.
Okay.
Shrek 4, a bit better than Shrek 3, propelled as it was by the strength of the characters, even though the jokes are few. Puss in Boots, which we all thought would be terrible, pretty good. Puss in Boots 2, they reached a point where there's almost no pop culture references. Animated very well. Really good film.
Okay, yeah, I've just watched you sketch out a sort of a tier list of the Shrek filmography, but I was sort of asking in what way Shrek 4 explains that love has to be gross.
I haven't seen it for a while.
Very good. Let's bring on our next contestant. This, of course, returning champion Ava Liversidge. Ava? Ava? Incredible. Hello, Ava. It's an honor to have you back. How are you doing?
Welcome home.
You welcoming me home?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home, Ben. Welcome home, Ava. You're back in the loving embrace of Sean Morley's normal game. How are you doing, Ava?
Me, I'm top of the morning.
Yeah.
How are you?
Top of the morning to you as well.
No, I'm top of the world. Top of the world.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely brilliant. I'm top of the moon. Would you like a little bit of crowdsourced small talk just to help ease the flow of this interaction?
Yes, please. I would love that.
Ideally, this will come in the manner of a pre-prepared question, but it could just be a series of words pulled out from a randomizer. How many Ford Puma fuel pumps could you juggle?
That's a good question.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think because aren't fuel pumps always attached?
I don't know what they are.
Well,
I do have the answer though. 0, because I can't juggle.
Can't juggle?
Yeah.
Well, you can't throw a single item and catch a single item because then you could juggle one.
But you can't juggle one. There's a minimum number of things that you can juggle. It has to be. It's binary. It's either 0 or it's 0 or 3 or higher.
What do you mean?
See, Ben,
you could juggle one
Ben,
thing.
you've always got an answer for everything.
Oh well, I wonder how this will affect my chances in a trivia game.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually a benefit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a compliment.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. I love your Dragon Ball helmet.
Thank you very much.
Is it the 1-star Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
I think you're talking past each other here. Okay, chat. I'm going to give you a couple of choices here. One is, who is the arbiter of truth tonight? Is it AI or is it reality? You've got 30 seconds.
People are saying in the chat that it is possible to juggle 2 items in one hand.
Yeah, but you can juggle
That's
one
just-
item in one hand as well.
That's not juggling. That's just throwing something in the air and catching something else, and then throwing that in the air.
That's juggling.
It's not.
You're
We are
really on thin ice
We
here.
have very different ideas of what juggling is, Sean. Juggling is 3 balls.
Look, I hate to come out as someone who
Isn't
has
juggling
learnt to
2?
juggle in their life, but there are juggling tricks for 2, definitely.
Can you prove that?
Well, I don't have my juggling balls, do I?
How convenient.
Yeah, well, actually, the very opposite for me.
See, Sean, you've always got an answer for everything.
I wish I did. I wish that I did.
People saying, what about Fushigi? Well, let me tell you, as soon as I look up what that is.
Yeah, don't start him on Fushigi. You won't like what happens, which is the stream slows down, the tempo slows down a lot.
Japanese for mystery or secret may also refer to Fushigi Yamada, Japanese-born voice actress.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Yeah, she's in some of the Pokemon movies. Cool.
Yeah, great. Sorry, an amount of a donation goal has appeared that's erroneous and shouldn't be there, and I don't know where it's come from or how to get rid of it.
Well, to get rid of it, someone has to donate £816.
Well, no, it's just saying that there's a goal of £50, but £816 has been met. Oh, we've got a condemnation of Benjamin Alborough. Let's see if condemnation still works. Thank you very much to Moore for that £10 donation. We are going to be condemning Benjamin Alborough. Let's see.
It's a bit extreme. Missed.
Yeah, I'm going to have to move you into the path of that, I'm afraid. You're going to have to redo it and make sure it hits you. Well, I think you wanted to dodge it, but it looks like the impact of the egg actually knocked you off your own bed. That really was a harsh condemnation.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry for saying. I'm sorry for speaking my true thoughts. I'm sorry for bearing my soul and saying that you can't juggle with fewer than 3 things.
I mean, it's not really a component of your soul, is it? It's just a bit of trivia about the world you've got wrong, which is really getting off on the wrong foot. Okay, and last but not least, of course, we do have the final contestant. It is wonderful chat. Contestant number 3. Speech. Oh yeah, do you want a small talk? Sure. Chat, your small talk is... Sean will not allow the game to continue until contestants admit that space isn't real. So I think this is the small talk being used to mediate a dispute that's now so far out of date, I don't know what it's about.
I had a guy come on stage and tell me this. I was doing Absolute Monopoly at the Museum of Comedy in March 2022. And I asked him at the beginning of the show for an interesting fact, and he said space isn't real.
Like outer space, or the idea of like distances and gaps in the air.
Yeah, well, he took was it Plato's theory of the tortoise or something, you know?
We're doing Zeno's paradox. Is that what you're talking about?
Paradox. That was it. Yeah, straight away.
Why did he come on stage and say that?
I did invite him, to be fair, so it's as much
Yeah.
on him as on me.
It's always a mistake when you invite the wrong person and then they come out with their thoughts.
Yeah, you don't encourage that. Can you relate to this, Sean?
It's all I can relate to. I mean, look at what I've wrought. Rule 1, left over and created by Angel Interceptor in the last episode, is reverse spell casting. So answers must be spelled in reverse letter order in order to get a point. And then last but not least, we are going to ask the chat how they would like to answer questions. How do you want to answer questions? Democratic representative, random champion, infinite referendum, or spoilt broth, aka collective joy. You have 30 seconds. 1 for democratic representative, 2 for random champion, 3 for infinite referendum, or 4 for spoilt broth, aka collective joy. To go through them again, do you want an individual in chat that you vote for to speak on your behalf? Do you want a random person? Do you want a poll that you can all alter? Or do you want to try and write an answer out yourself, character by character? Infinite referendum? Okay, good.
The winner is this.
Okay, great.
Can I just say before we get started?
Of course.
I think the banks have got it wrong.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have they got wrong?
You know, like, you give them money, they give you the money back. How are they making money? You know what I mean? Think about it.
We can dedicate the next hour and a half to thinking about it, I think. Are we ready for the first round
I
of...
just want to say that. I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, and I think you've succeeded. Okay. Let's do the first round of Sean Morley's Normal Game, episode 15. This is an all play. There'll be a question that is open to everyone. I'll harvest an answer from all of you, and then whoever's closest will win. So we're just going to grab a topic from the topic randomizer. All these topics have been created by chat. And our first question is going to be on the topic of why plus gamer behaviors. So the topic is gamer behaviors, but we're going to use the question word why in all of them. And I'm going to get that to generate now. Are either of you confident on the topic of gamer behaviors?
As a gamer myself, I like to think that I'm quite well behaved. I rarely cheat.
Yeah.
I don't lie. And I always disconnect. Which is a behavior.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
Was the question to me as well? Or did you just ask Ben?
It's for everyone. So this question is to everyone, and I'm going to put it up here in an infinite referendum, which will allow chat to start answering. Your question is, at what age does the average gamer start playing games? This is for everyone. Your question is, oh, we've had a crash. Sammy's crashed. Enjoy your additional more points, everyone. I'll just try that again.
How do we answer?
Once chat has filled in its referendum.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or you could just tell me your answer now.
I will wait.
Why is this I'm using a function on this that has worked quite happily. Source position, command line 20. AD 300. 1 second. Just if you just bear with me for just a second. Something here is not working.
Ava, how are you?
Oh, that's good. Thanks.
Don't get me started.
Okay, where are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm in London.
I'm in Sheffield.
Oh, were those two things related?
What?
Oh, sorry. No. How were you and where were you?
Yeah. They're separate questions.
Oh, he's got an answer for everything, that's Sean.
Yeah, he does. And he's got a question for everything as well.
I'm going to try this one more time. I don't quite understand why this isn't working.
Ben, what's your favourite Shaun the Memory?
My favourite Shaun memory? Probably... what was that show you did with Sam? Or was it the farting?
Oh no, move on. Talk about anything. Literally talk about anything else.
Yeah, what's the show you did with Sam?
Huh? My favourite memory with Sam? Yes, last week I did my first ever LAN party. I did Civilization 5 LAN party with Sam Nicoresti and a few others. And I won. And the winning, that was a good memory.
Nice.
I think I know why this is breaking. Please let it write out the question before you start submitting answers. I think you are all crashing it.
I was at a gig with Shaun, and Shaun gave a stick of dynamite to an audience member, and they were terrified because they thought it was a real one, and it was, and it blew up.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did Shaun scarp away behind a nearby large rock?
He started laughing.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's still not working. If I can give out a brief moan, I haven't touched this since last time I used it, and we've used this recently, and it's worked. So there's going to be something fiddly for why it's not working in this context.
Second favourite Shaun memory is the time that he painted a road on a large flat bit of rock because he was trying to catch a small bird or bird-shaped man.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out.
I remember Shaun spending a lot of time trying to catch that bird man. But yeah. Pardon?
If indeed it was.
Yeah. And the Birdman would always say, beep, beep.
He'd say, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he was trying to say something like be mindful, but he got confused?
I think he was trying to say that.
Yeah. It's a lesson we can all learn.
Yeah. Someone's put Catch the Birdman now, and I've got Catch the Pigeon in my head.
Oh, dear.
Catch the Pigeon absolutely slaps. What a song.
Have you ever caught a pigeon?
I've seen a pigeon.
I've never tried to catch a pigeon. So I haven't caught a pigeon. Have you caught a pigeon?
Can you see if it works now?
Oh. I've almost caught a pigeon. I've had a pigeon's wing graze my eyeball.
Graze?
So remember, everyone, rule 1 is reverse spell casting, so answers must be spelled in reverse letter order. Chat are in the process of providing their answer. Ben, Ava, if you have an answer, the question is, at what age does the average gamer start playing games?
Okay, my answer is Secrets Saunch. I'm just going to do that. And that's
Why? You can't do that.
Should I interpret what you've just shown me?
Yeah, the number of fingers that I held up is my answer, and thumbs.
Okay.
Okay, well,
and is that your final answer? Is that locked in?
That's locked in.
Okay, no points eligible because it wasn't reverse spellcast. Because you need to spell out your answers in reverse letter order, so you're out.
I think my camera's mirrored though.
It's not letters though, is it?
This is my left hand touching my left temple, but on the screen it looks like it's my right hand touching my right temple.
Show me some writing. Get me a book and show me some writing to prove that.
I will show you on my phone how things are reversed.
It's not reversed. That's normal. It's not reversed.
You're right.
It's not reversed.
And I've got a notification from LinkedIn, so I'll be checking that.
Yeah, enjoy.
It's a post from a student at the University of Leicester, which is up for 3 National Newspaper Awards.
Oh, how's that? Why are they getting in touch with you?
I don't think they were.
Oh, I see. You're just getting news updates.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. To everyone in chat, you have less than 1 minute to complete your answer. Ava, you're still welcome to ponder it. Ben has tried their best to show why their answer should be valid, but it has failed.
So I'm not sure if I understand the rules, but my answer is XIS.
Understood.
How is that different from what I did?
Well, you held up your fingers, didn't you? Your fingers and thumbs.
Yeah.
So just straight off the bat, that's different, isn't it? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Then we'll move on. And chat's answer is HTRIB. And I'm afraid the answer is I've just got to write it backwards. I'm afraid in the bottom left. This is the answer, and because that is the answer, that means Ava gets a point for being closest. Because her trib is further from Evlut than Zis.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
As the winner of that round, would you like to change the color of my light?
Oh, thank you. No.
Right.
Yes, I want it. I want it yellow, please.
Yellow does look very similar to normal. That's yellow. And normal is this. Normal. Yellow.
Could we get it rotating?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 1 point to Ava.
I'll try and keep up.
And let's just pull a new topic for
Change
the next
the
one.
color of my lights to purple. In the office. Change the color of my lights to in the office to turquoise.
Our next topic is Jimin from BTS using the question.
Change the color of the lights in my office to green. I apologize. Sorry.
I also apologize.
I'm going to be abandoning true or false because we want closest. Whoever's closest wins.
This is giving me a big headache.
What is?
The lights. And nothing
Just
else.
not a comment on the whole stream.
We've only begun.
That's what I was going to say. That's why I should do a bit of a little care check-in now.
Yeah, I always do that every half hour or so.
Okay, here's the question. As of 2023... Oh no, I'll just copy-paste this. Your question on the topic of Jimin from BTS. How many times has Jimin ranked in the top 10 of the most handsome faces list compiled by TC Chandler?
Okay.
Chat, this is open to you. This is an infinite referendum. You can provide your answers here. Ben, Ava, you're also welcome to give your answers whenever you like. Remember rule 1, by the way. It would be nice to get some people get some points in the bank and not disqualify themselves.
THGIE.
THGIE.
THGIE. Yeah.
No,
okay.
I don't want that because that's cheating. Because I have no idea what the answer is, so I can't just copy Ben's.
Well, I don't know if Ben has an idea what the answer is.
Yeah, but
An idea.
But Ben did the
Yes, you had an idea, yeah.
Ben closed their eyes and did the finger count. And I thought I can watch the finger count, but then you kept going up too many times, and I lost count of your fingers. And then I thought I'd copy, but I think that's just rude.
I assumed that when I held up my fingers to denote either the correct answer, and I would have won. I would have won the last round if that had been accepted.
You would have actually, yeah.
I would have. But I assumed that was secret. I didn't realise that was being viewed by other people. By the kids.
I'm going to go with my brain's not with it ever. ENIN.
Okay. Chat, I'm going to give you half a minute to complete your... so you've got under 30 seconds now to come to a decision. It seems like you have come to a nearly unanimous decision.
See, is it? Yeah. That was my answer first. So we should have a rule. I've got an idea for a rule.
Well, we're going to be moving on to a rules round very shortly.
I like the rules round.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the real meat and two bones of the show.
Meat and two bones.
Yeah.
Okay, so chat has gone for Thiggy also. And I can reveal the answer is, in fact, the answer is a measly Ruoff. So with the two Thiggies, I'm going to give you a point each.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
That's a point for Ben and a point for chat. Equally close. With that, we have finished our all-play round, and we are going to be moving on to a rules round. But before then, because it is the shitting yourself theme, everyone has an opportunity to offer up one embarrassing thing that's happened to themselves in their life. And if it has only happened to you and it hasn't happened to anyone else here, you get a point.
Shall I go first?
If you like.
I was applying for jobs. I just graduated university and I had no skills.
Well, I'm out.
I had no skills. My CV was nothing. So I filled it with lots of buzzwords, including on my CV where I said that I was SEO proficient. And I sent this off to lots of places in Brighton, like just office jobs, temp stuff. And I got an interview, and I went in, I put on a nice blue suit, and I walked into the office, and I sat down for the interview, and they asked me lots of questions. And one of the questions that they asked me, the interview was going quite well, and then halfway into it, they said, so it says in your CV that you're SEO proficient. And I said, yes, I am. And then they said, and what would you say SEO means? And I said, well, it is what it is. and the person doing the interview, this was their clipboard, they went like this. Yep.
Did you get it?
No. I didn't get the job, no.
Where was the poo in that story? I don't understand.
No, it doesn't have to be about poo. It just has to be something embarrassing.
I did shit myself.
In the interview?
No, I didn't.
I was going to say you buried the lead there.
I said earlier that I never told lies, but that was a little lie.
That was a lie. You could pass it off maybe as a joke, which is a kind of acceptable lie.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I think the idea of sort of bullshitting a bit in a recent graduate job interview and then getting called on it. I mean, I managed to bullshit my way into a job interview for a luxury sea fish caring magazine, for people who want to get extremely high-end equipment for caring for marine fish. And then I wrote how much I love fish. I love sea fish. And they said, "Oh yeah, what's your favourite sea fish?" I couldn't even think of one. And I just said, "I don't really like fish."
But then, fair on you for instantly admitting that and not attempting to go on the lie. My first ever job interview, I applied for Hotel Chocolat in Brighton. And in the interview, in the application letter, I wrote, "I have always been fascinated in the art of the chocolatier." And I had the rejection letter on my wall for a couple of years after that.
That's really good. But I think has not happened to anyone else. Something very similar happened to other people. Because I think my sea fish thing is quite. But I did, admittedly, I didn't double down on the lie.
I have one that's very embarrassing.
Burnzoid, we need to determine if Ben gets a point. Burnzoid, are you saying that you've had the same thing happen to you?
Hello?
Too slow. Ben gets a point.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Oh no. I thought I pressed pause.
Oh, okay. I have doubled down on a lie in a job interview. It was about drainage. Well, I'm going to believe it. So I'm afraid you don't get the point because it's not. Someone else has had the same experience.
Okay.
But
I'll have a go.
no, but they're doubling down on a lie to you right now.
Oh, they could be, but there has to be a little bit of trust in this round, otherwise.
But then the mark of whether or not we are determining whether my things happen to other people is whether or not other people have correctly called them out on their lie. And you haven't done that.
But then if I was to call Burnzoid out on the lie and they kept lying, then they would have had the same experiences of you and you still don't get a point.
No, because I didn't get the job interview and they're making their case successfully for me not getting a point. So they
Yes, but the moment I start calling on them and not allowing and not believing them, then they've had an identical experience to you, and therefore you shouldn't get the point because your experience isn't unique.
Can I step back? I retract my objection.
Well, in which case you don't get the point because the Burnzoid's claiming they had the same experience as you. You can't win this.
Yeah, I'm caught in a causal loop.
Yeah. Ava, what's yours?
I imagine someone's done this, probably. But I was, surprisingly, I was very awkward as a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah. And I went on a date with a girl, and I really needed the toilet. But we were walking back from her house to my house. I don't remember why. If you want to find that out, shoot me.
That will result in us finding out.
Yeah. And I was like, I really need the toilet. I didn't tell her at this point. I was just looking like someone who really needed the toilet. And then I told her, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to go in this alleyway?" And then a man with a dog came, so I didn't go in the alleyway. But then I really needed the toilet, and I said, "Can we go back to your house?" And then we went back to her house, and I got to the top floor, and I looked at the toilet and weed myself. And this is like really like tough because I'm thinking if anyone at school finds out,
Yeah.
you know,
You can't
I'm
be the
done.
pisser at school.
You can't be the pisser.
You can't be the school pisser.
But so don't bully me.
No, I mean, I'm emphasising. I understand the plight. I understand.
Yeah. Sure. I would have supported you in that interaction, Ava. I wouldn't have.
You've just laughed. You've just Nelsoned me.
I did nothing.
I was laughing along. You were laughing nervously, and I was laughing to make you feel comfortable.
Thank
So
you
I
so
understand.
much. And then, so in order to, because no one at school ever found out, and you know, and she's like, she's not dead, is what I'm saying. But like I'm saying, I thought I'm gonna get water from the tap because I had like a big piss stain, and I'm gonna put it all over me, so it's hidden.
Yeah.
Because this, not so she'll think, oh, there's piss everywhere, but then I was like, the tap spurted on me. I got away with it. She did ask me why I was crying, but I couldn't use the water thing to get that one past.
And you covered yourself head to toe like you'd just been just drenched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she had known what I'd done, I reckon she might have known what I did and just was like, if you're going to go to that extent, I think we should.
Yeah, there are certain times you need to let someone off. Yeah.
Is there a second date?
No.
So, outcome.
Pardon?
So the results.
The outcome is that we broke up. I transitioned. I became the best comedian in England, and I'm here at this normal game. So you can go fuck yourself, as far as I'm concerned.
That's worth a point. There you go. 1 point.
I've got the last laugh here.
You got an answer for everything, haven't you?
That's me.
Okay, and chat, have you ever experienced anything uniquely embarrassing?
I would dispute it.
It's got so many key specific parts to it.
Yeah.
Why were you
it's
crying?
But then mine was, the name of the company. I can't remember what the name of the company was.
Okay, we've so far got swam 50 meters nude after my trunks came off mid-dive. That's it. Okay, you've got shit myself in school because all the toilets were closed. Hadn't done my English homework, so I panicked when I had it read aloud in front of the class. And the only thing I could think of was the lyrics to Robbie Williams' Angels. I got trapped in a library turnstile and I ended up pissing down my body and got stuck in piss for 40 minutes. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to decide which one you think you want to go with as a chat. We also have watched my gran meow at teenage Italian ice cream vendors. And then 6 is no.
All of these things have happened to me. Every single one of them has happened to me as well.
Some of these are so long I can't see how many votes they currently have, so it will be a surprise to me what wins. Okay, and the winner is... I got trapped in a library turnstile and I ended up pissing down my body and got stuck in piss for 40 minutes. I think that's unique because not only is it pissing on oneself, the body is trapped in public.
That's happened. I've done that.
No, I don't believe you.
I have. Ask me questions. I'll answer them instantly.
Yeah?
Yeah, straight away.
Okay, here's a question. In what year did Jimin release his first solo song outside of BTS?
2016.
It's quite close. Can anyone get closer?
Was that backwards?
If anyone wants to give it backwards, it's worth
If that was backwards,
6,102.
Is that spelling? Or is that just
6102 is my answer.
Uh-huh. First person to get it correct gets a point.
4102.
This is up for anyone? Anyone who gets it correct?
Hang on, why are people getting points for this?
3102. 8102.
Chat's got it.
Hang on, you're just giving out random points mid-round?
No, I'm not. I asked a question. I'm the quiz master. I asked a question. I got a correct answer. I give a point. It's that simple.
It was a response to Ben challenging.
Yeah,
and I said I'll answer any question.
And I twisted it. I twisted it into another question. Questions can come from anywhere. You've got to watch out from attackers in your peripheries.
Can questions come from me?
Yeah.
Okay. What book am I looking at?
Curious
Actually, I
Case of the Dog in the Nighttime.
Actually, can't see it. Hang
Life
on,
of Pi.
The pink light is completely obscuring my vision. Hang on. Turn the brightness way up. Oh, I need glasses. No, it's not that.
Hang on, is this going to be given as a point?
I don't know yet.
All right, I've got a question.
Yeah.
What book am I looking at?
For no, I'm shutting this down. We're not having. Everyone's got a book they're looking at. No, we're moving on. It's a rules round now. Starting with Ben, would you like to trade in your 1 point to add a rule or change rule 1?
I would like to add a rule, please.
Okay.
1 point for every Discord message that Sean receives that mentions a player by name. So that player gets a point every time Sean receives a Discord message from someone mentioning their name.
Someone mentioning whose name, sorry?
Anyone's.
Just before I put this in, I need to make you aware of something. Are you aware that we have something called the Precedent Archive here?
No.
Okay, so sometimes constitutional problems arise in the course of this when rules get a bit complicated. And you'll see that there are some rules that have been made in episode 1, 3, and 6 where we've had constitutional crises and the rulings had to be made. Now, ironically, the ruling I'm about to talk to was during your first episode and the first episode of Normal Game. If you can just read the second sentence of the episode 1 Precedent Archive, please.
Easily repeatable score improving actions are immediately taken to their maximum.
Because
the amendment that I'd make to my rule is that each person only gets to send you 1 message.
If you're making an amendment to your rule, does that mean you use another point for that?
No. The rule hasn't gone in. It's still being formed. I'm just giving a little bit of guidance.
Because there are a finite number of people who will send you. It's not easily repeatable to set up a new Discord account or mobilize.
But wouldn't this massively advantage chat? I'm not saying you can't do it, but I don't know if it's in your best interest because chat has lots of Discord accounts and you have 1, maybe 2.
You're assuming that chat are all going to vote for chat and not for me or Ava.
Oh, sorry. Explain your rule again. What is your rule?
You get a Discord message.
Yeah.
That Discord message says Ben, Ava, or chat.
Yeah.
The corresponding points are awarded corresponding to that.
So won't everyone just send a point? Well, hang on. Chat are just going to send me loads of messages saying chat, and each one of those from a unique Discord account is worth 1 point.
No, because they might send it to me and Ava.
What's your rule again? What's your rule? I can't follow this.
Okay, fine. Yeah. See, look, they're saying they're not. They're saying they won't. Okay, so you get a Discord message.
See, they're saying they're not. They're saying they won't. All right, that's good evidence.
They won't do it. You get a Discord message from me, okay? I say in my Discord message, Ben. That means that I get a point.
Okay, sure.
I'm not allowed to send you any Discord messages that will apply to this rule. Meanwhile, Oracle of Truth might send a message on Discord saying, Ava gets a point.
Okay, give me the word for word what this rule is, and I'll write it in, and then we'll...
Okay. Hark.
Uh-huh.
I might cut that out in the final draft.
You said word for word.
No, yes, but I've got a bit of editorial control.
I have a question?
Okay. No, I'm not going to do it as a question. Whosoever.
Have you ever written anything? How have you ever communicated in text before?
Whosoever messages Sean Morley on Discord with
This is high pressure.
Of
a contestant,
one
right?
of the contestants shall. What are the rules I've written so far?
We'll furnish that contestant with a point.
Yes, there we go.
You happy with that?
Can we change that rule to it is what it is?
I'm
One
afraid.
per account.
And I'll just amend 1 per account onto that because that is important. Okay, well that rule is in place now. I think that's a very.
Sean, I've just sent you a Discord message.
Yeah, let me just check my messages. Okay, I've got one message from Ben that says Ben. So just following that means Ben gets a point. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ben gets a point. I've got 8 DMs left. Okay. Yeah, this one says Ava. It's not from Ava. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Ava gets a point. Congratulations. I've got one here that says Jennifer Mars. That's another contestant. I've got one that says Sean Morley. I guess I've got a point. Let me write that down.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Let me see. How do I do this then?
Thought it was a good rule.
Okay, but it's one of the ones that means I'm in the game again. I don't like being in the game, but
Well then, just get people to not vote for you.
Get people to not vote for you. That's one way to get everyone to vote for Sean.
Oh, okay. No one vote for me. There we go. That's how it works, isn't it?
okay, I've got 1 point.
You have to do the opposite of what chat wants you to do.
Okay, I've got over 9 DMs, and I've also got some DM requests from accounts I've not spoken to before. Okay, one of them's for Ben.
Yes. See, the system works.
Well, I'm actually surprised. Yeah, 1 for Ava.
See?
Thank you. How am I getting votes?
You said to chat, oh, they're just going to vote for themselves.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
that's
this one is for
mindless,
chat. This one's.
brainless entity.
Do you know your example of Oracle of Truth? Well, Oracle of Truth just voted for chat, and they're the only one who has. One for Ava.
Where's Jennifer's point?
1 for chat. Second one for chat here. 1 for chat.
Does Jennifer Mars get a point?
I don't think they are at 1 for chat.
But if
it's
you
not
get
looking
to be
good.
made a contestant, then Jennifer Mars does, right?
1 for Ava.
Nice.
1 for chat.
Not many points for me so far, but I'm hoping that.
Yeah, as the rule creator, this is quite
Yeah,
funny.
so Ava's been picking up quite a few points, as has chat.
Okay, accept DM, accept DM, accept DM. Welcome all accounts. 1 for chat.
Okay. If
1
you
for
vote
Ava.
if you vote for me, then I'll let you change the color of light.
1 for chat. Okay, and that's all the DMs. So let's see who that's worked out for. So currently Ben sits at 3, Ava sits at 7, and chat sits at 10. Everyone has benefited except you. You got 1 point out of a possible 11 points. That's the biggest own goal I've seen.
It's not about the journey.
Yeah?
It's about the destination.
Well, that destination for you, unfortunately, is not victory. Ava, you are up next with 7 points. Would you like to spend 1 point to add a rule? Or,
Yes,
oh,
please.
sorry, I've got 3 chat DMs.
Can I get my rule before you read your...
Yeah, 1 point for Alborough. If he turns up, he can claim it. And 1 point for Log. So I'm just going to create a thing for Log.
Okay.
Okay.
If anyone has any points for me, let's say we get to 5 points, I'll let you change the color and the intensity of lights, anything you want. I can also increase the brightness of this, which actually is probably a bit too strong. Actually, I probably shouldn't let you have ownership over that. But give me 5 points, and we'll have that discussion.
Sorry, Ava. The rules is yours.
I would like to make a rule, please.
Yep.
You can, when you get a point, sorry, you can either have it or double it and give it to the next person.
Okay, interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. So the wording on that should be rule number 3. When you receive a point, you may double it and pass it on to the next person, which I'll put in sort of hyphens because we don't really know what that means. Just the next person sort of along.
The next contestant.
Do
Okay.
you mean, as in, like, it was in me?
As in whoever's next to go.
Yeah. So
So
for
if you're
chat, that would
last-
be me. For the log, that would be Ben. For Ben, that would be Ava.
Okay.
For the next time the log gets points.
So you can give it to the person above you.
So what's the benefit of the person who is passing it on?
It's just it's been
just
nice.
goodwill,
Been nice. Yeah.
Just
Nice,
goodwill.
yeah.
We have
Well,
received
I
a...
think my question was quite nice to you, even if it was accidental.
Which one?
The one that got you loads of points.
What's your point?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that is the matter at hand. Someone pointing out in chat, Ben relying on the generosity of the log here. Yes, I am.
We have
Yep.
received our first rule auction rule as well. It's just come in. Thank you to Timmy Titmouse for the £3 donation. Book guessing now does get points.
Oh, great, excellent. Okay, wonderful. Where's my light? Oh god, the smart bulb is such an absolute hassle. There we
What
go.
I request from the people with webcams is that they get the books so that they can show them once the guesses are in, and we make sure there's no cheeky business going on.
But how do we know what Ben's pointing to?
Well, that's it. Ben, can you go pick up the book so it's absolutely to hand, so that when it comes to the reveal, it really is nearby.
Yeah, sounds good.
Ava, if you'd like to use this brief period to get a book yourself, I'm going to get a book too. So,
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
I'm back. Now
Me
it's my
too.
normal game.
hope people have enjoyed the dead air.
Yeah. I should have played my soundboard for keep them entertained. Book obtained. Book is here.
Okay, well,
Because-
while we're waiting, chat, would you like to
How many points does the book guessing get? I think it should be high because there are a near infinite number of books.
I think 1 point. Oh, I guess.
Could it be 7 to equalize it?
No, because you're just doing that out of self-interest.
Okay, what about?
I think your self-interest is too transparent for me to say yes 7, the exact amount that would put you ahead of Ava.
What if someone else said it?
If someone else agrees to it, then I'll bow to pressure.
Let's check the chat. See if anyone else has agreed with it.
Okay, I see that Ben Alborough agreed with himself.
No, he hasn't. It's a different username.
Yeah, because I've looked up Terry Wogan on Google. It's a picture of you.
Yeah.
Which I'm partially responsible for.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like if there was anyone else in the entire world who was equally as complicit in that as me, it's you.
Yeah. They want to overwrite a rule. That's fine. What rule do you want to overwrite? The rule auction is protected because it's on a separate category, but you want to do rule 1, rule 2, or rule 3?
Have we got any more DMs?
No more DMs. Everyone just did them in a flurry and we've just moved on. If any new accounts want to DM me that haven't DM'd me already, it is worth a point for a contestant if you're choosing. Now including Sean and Log. I know people want Jennifer Mars in here, but honestly, we've only got so much screen real estate. You should count your stars that log is included.
Sure. Check your Discord messages.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I've got a message from Terry Woke that just says, Ben, fine.
Yeah, great.
Congratulations, 4 points.
Yeah, great.
Okay, chat. What rule would you like to submit? Reverse spell casting is now on the chopping block.
Oh, I think my rule cost has to go up.
Funky, can you just let it type out first? What rule would you like to submit? Oh.
Hi everyone, how you doing?
You got a book, Ava?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let chat decide what rule they're going to be adding. That rule will go in, and then we'll do a book round, since that seems to be inevitable now. Are we going to allow, like, closest? Because obviously the chances of people guessing the right book is so low. But if it was like...
Speak for yourself.
let's say someone guesses Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, but actually it's Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and everyone else guesses Top Gear annuals. I think that person should get the point.
I think we should approach it in the spirits of understanding and forgiveness.
Sorry, what? Is that of any practical use to me?
I think we should be.
That can help me when I'm dealing with the numbers.
I think that we should make allowances.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Oh. Thankful. Oh.
So what have we got here? Currently winning is each answer must begin with a greeting and end with a farewell. No repeats allowed. 9 most Tory book removes all points. Okay, so if rule number 9 goes in after the book round, whichever book has been determined to be the most Tory, and there's no do-overs, we can't get up and choose another book. Whichever book is most Tory, your points go to 0.
Oh no!
Yeah, I knew that one wouldn't help Ben. It's going to be Winston Churchill's autobiography. Okay. You've got 30 seconds left, chat, to decide your rule. Currently 9 is... Oh no, also second most is Keep Britain Tidy. That could also win. A bit more open to interpretation, perhaps.
I think we should. Do we do a runoff if it's the same for the same score?
I would just if they both get through, I'd just combine them.
Okay.
It's simpler, isn't it?
Oh,
No, the most Tory book removes all points.
Yeah, it's late.
Okay, let me just put that in. Rule number 1 is now most Tory books removes all points.
How do we know what book chat has?
Yeah, I'm not sure really. Well, the first person to DM me a picture of themselves holding a book, that's chat's book. Sorry to the person who just DM'd me, you have already DM'd me the word Ava, so Ava won't get a second point for that. But the first person to DM me a picture of themselves holding a book,
I take the point to my heart.
Okay. Ben has a book, Ava has a book, I have a book, and chat, I presume one of you will DM me a book. The first one to come through counts as chat's book.
What book have you got again, man?
Oh, very good, very good.
Ah.
Okay. Do we want to guess what Ben's book is? I'll let chat start. So, what book does Ben have? Let it complete the text before you. I'm going to make a note to fix that for next episode. That it's got an error of some kind.
If people who haven't yet DM'd Sean, DM him now with my name, I will give you hints. So DM Sean for hints.
Okay, I'm receiving some DMs now. This one is of a book. So that is our book. It has come through first.
Okay.
That's another very good book, but it came through later. That is not a book. That is a packet of bagels, but thank you for sending it through. I'm not accepting that as a book.
You can read it.
You can read the
Is
ingredients,
that the
I suppose.
definition of a book?
You can read it.
It's not that, but it does help me disqualify it.
Can I say, the 5 suggestions on screen so far may or may not be the answer, but I do have all of those.
You have My Lifey?
Oh, that's the Paddy McGuinness thing. No, sorry, I don't have My Lifey. I don't have My Lifey.
It's pretty good.
I think I've got a DVD of his. Pretty sure I've got a DVD. I do not have 10 Years to Save the West by Liz Truss. But then I would say that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, these are some big clues you're giving out.
Yeah.
Ava as well, me and you were playing, so we can also guess what it is.
Yeah, go on. Do you want to ask me questions?
And do we get to answer questions?
No, let's simplify the books. Let's simplify.
Hang on. Ben's allowing questions.
You can answer.
Wow.
You can ask me questions if you want.
Okay. Is it a long book?
Like lengthwise.
Yeah, not like wide. I mean, like, has it got a lot of pages?
I'll tell you how many pages it has. It has 260 numbered pages.
Does it have pictures?
Not on the inside.
Okay, so it's a real
Does it
book.
feature a character called Dr. Shit?
How did you know? No, it does not. Okay, so there is an answer. Is that? I guess that's chat's final answer.
Yes, chat's final answer is Dragon Ball Z manga, but me and Ava haven't answered yet, so there is still time.
May I suggest you have one question each left to narrow it down, as a token of goodwill.
Okay. Ben, just pick a question from the chat that you think is interesting.
Okay. I haven't seen any questions.
No,
yet.
but they will.
They will.
But
Okay,
in
this
fairness
is-
to them, that information was provided after the votes were already coming in for that.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it a book that I would expect you to have?
Probably yes.
Is the book? Is it kind of funny that you? Is it just inherently a funny book to have on the bookshelf, just to see the spine in the title?
Perhaps not in the way that you're thinking.
God. Okay.
I don't know is the answer. I think you'd see that and you go,
Sean does that all the time.
Yeah, I'm always sort of nodding sagely, little nod and a wink when I see people's bookcases.
okay, that's your one question each. It's guessing time.
Are you angling for a hosting position here?
I've got a guess.
Okay.
My guess is it's one
Musical.
of those.
Go.
Okay, chat's guess is a Dragon Ball Z manga. My guess. Oh no, I take it back because it relies on having pictures inside.
I'll pause the music.
I was going to
Sean
say it's
playing
some
music
book.
as well?
It's some sort of Simpsons compendium, some sort of history of the Simpsons, guide to the Simpsons. It's going to be Simpsons related.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
I do have 4 of those though.
Well, I've seen them in your house.
Yeah, you have. You have a primer of what my bookshelf looks like. Ava, over to you.
So when you saw those 4 Simpsons books, did you go, ah?
No, not really. I suppose not.
That's why you got it wrong.
Okay, Ava. Well, you show us how it's done.
Is it Dr. Shithouse's guide to SEO?
A purchase that I did make after that failing interview, but not. Shall I reveal the book?
Have a chat guessed?
Have I what?
Have chat guessed?
Chat have guessed. They guess first with the Dragon Ball Z manga.
Shall I reveal?
Yeah, time for a reveal. Oh, of course. Terry Wogan something for the... I would as well. I would as well. I go, I
Yeah.
know why you have that.
Not inherently funny to see on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Someone in chat did say that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
how
Ava
tall
might
is
be
it?
closest.
How Tory is it though?
Well, we'll do that at the end once we've all revealed our books. Do you think Ava might be closest here? What was your title, Ava?
Dr. Shit's Guide to SEO.
Yeah. So do you think that might be closer than a
It's even
Simpsons
better hearing it
compendium?
from someone else.
So,
I would like to double it. And
Yeah,
give it
Ben.
to the
Who do
next
you think?
person.
Ben, it's up to you. Who was closest?
okay, so chat's Dragon Ball Z manga is fiction, although some days I wish it weren't. Whereas both yours, Sean's, both Sean's and Ava's were non-fiction, which is close to what Terry does. Then it was either facts about The Simpsons or Dr. Shit's Guide to SEO. I don't think Terry. No, I think it's Dr. Shit.
I said it would be Dr. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, Ava. You get a point for Dr. Shit's Guide to SEO.
Can I double it and give it to the next person?
Yeah, who's the next person?
I don't know. I think it's me.
You can't be the next person.
I'm the next person.
But also, everyone who gets it, when they receive those points, they can double them. And...
I think it should be chat, right? Because the way you read right to left, a clockwise rotation would take it to chat.
But not in Japan.
We're not into it. It's just in a different place, it would be different. In a different context, things would be different. But we're not in a different context. We're in this one. Chat, do you want to double it and pass it to the next person, or do you just want the 2 points? Paul, you got 30 seconds. Do you want 2 points or to double it and pass it to the next person? Keep double. There you go. Do you want 2 points or do you want to double it and pass it to the next person? Oh, what's happened here then? Oh, so I put 2 points in the thing.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to take it that I'm going to pretend it was formatted correctly. And the first one says keep, and the second one says double it and pass it to the next person.
Nice.
Just imagine it was formatted correctly. Poll closed.
The winner is this.
Okay, so they've doubled it and they've passed it to me, so that's 4. I'm going to double it and I'm going to give it to the log. So the log is on 9.
Does the log? How does the log have agency to be able to make a judgment call?
Well, they can't, can they?
Then can they be?
Is
Considered...
that just? Is this just gonna always end up at log?
Yeah.
I think at the moment there's like it would be a flow, but there's a log there, and the points get stuck on the log. And I don't want to win. I've tried playing and being the judge, and it's an absolute nightmare. So if any points come my way,
Hang on.
I'm always doubling them, and I'm always sending them to the log.
If they,
Don't let the log win.
I didn't say that there was a default answer if no one responds. They have to respond.
It's a log, Ava. What do you want?
I want you to address the inconsistencies.
I agree. I think if no one in chat had voted in that instance, then what happened?
Look, imagine, right? This is all the double it, pass it on to the next person comes from like TikTok kindness influencer stuff where you can go, oh, here's $50, or you can double it and pass it to the next person. Now imagine that they always start by putting the money in their hands, and then
Why?
that's how they
You-
start.
you-
That's the format.
No,
they
they
go,
don't.
here's
They
$50.
say-
Here it is.
yeah,
It's right here.
But they don't give it to them.
Or you could double it and pass it to the next person. And I
Okay,
think if they were to
okay,
end
I
up
think-
going up to a mannequin or a corpse or a cadaver, they'd just end up just giving them the money because they couldn't
the
double it.
cadaver wouldn't take it.
Yeah.
But the cadaver might have pockets. It might
You
have
have to
rigor
have-
mortis. It might have rigor mortis and have.
So you're
grasp.
saying that the
That's not
TikTokers
cadaver, that's the
put it
pocket.
in people's pockets?
Yeah. You have to have agency.
Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do
Not
about the
this.
log then?
Anything else that isn't this.
If okay, I have a thing.
The
I have a
log has
question.
9 points. I'm
No, no,
making
no, I
a
have a
ruling.
thing.
The log has 9 points.
No. Let me explain my thing before you make your ruling. If a TikToker was saying, "Do you want $50 or double it, give it to the next person?" and let's say it's like an older person who's like, "What's this young person doing?" and they just ignored them and carried on, the TikToker wouldn't chase them. They would just find the next person who had agency and ask them. They wouldn't like say, "You've got to make this decision."
I just want to let you know I've received a DM from the log, but it's just their book. So the log has a book, but we don't know about whether they want to keep it or pass on.
Has the log voted for as per rule 2?
No, they haven't, but they are welcome to if you're out there, log.
I thought I made a really good case.
Well,
think
you
you did.
did, but
The log revealed its agency.
yeah, the log now has a soul. Log, please let me know what you want to do about keep the points or pass on.
I've no
Oh,
idea
the log
what's
says they'll
what's
keep the
on.
points.
Fuck off.
There you go.
Really annoying.
Ava, Ava, you have a book, don't you?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Ben, do you want to guess? Chat, do you want to
Killing
guess? We got to get through this book round because it's going to take the
Killing
whole
Joke.
stream.
It's The Killing Joke by Alan Moore.
Okay, Killing Joke by Alan Moore. What am I going to guess? It's going to be like one. What's that? Who's that 1,000 hours guy? You know what I mean? Like to get good at something, you got to do 10,000 hours or something. You know what I'm talking about?
If I
Anyone know what I'm
answer you,
talking
then
about?
I'm revealing.
Malcolm Gladwell. Yeah, it's going to be Malcolm Gladwell. What's the one about 10,000 hours?
Just to let you know, I will give you one clue. I haven't got any of Dr. Shit's books in physical form.
Okay, just ebooks. I'm going to guess Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. That's mine. Oh, and chat gets to guess as well.
And log.
The log. Log, if you're out there and you have a guess about the book, you've got a direct line to me. So if you do have a guess, let me know.
Don't forget to vote for Ben.
Yes,
I'm
of
guessing
course
you
you can vote for someone. You can also write the word log in. I'll give you another point.
Have you've received no other DMs from anyone about? No. Okay.
No, sorry, Ben. Sorry, you're going to lose to the log.
Yeah.
So the guesses currently for Ava's book are Biff and Chip Go Dogging, Viz Top Tips, Mary Kondo Book, Bible Uncensored, The Great Crested Grebe, Key L. Simmons, Shire Natural History. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. So I guessed Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Ben, you guessed
Killing Joke by Alan Moore.
Killing
Why
Joke
not?
by Alan Moore. Chat has about 15 seconds left.
Yeah, the novelization of Porky's. Who wrote that? Very good, Baldy 3. might be right.
Okay, chat has sort of engineered to have 3 guesses, which is all the cat pics that Funky Mr. Chicken sends, presumably you, Marie Kondo, or Nature's Children, Pelicans and Snakes. Those are chat's guesses.
I think that means that if it's any of those, that chat should get 1/3 of a point.
Yeah, okay, I'll accept that. Log has sent me a message. It just says log though, so there's no book guess. But I will give log an extra point.
But hang on, do they want to double it or?
Yeah, log. Do you want to double that and give that to the next person? In the meantime, Ava, do you want to reveal the book? It is Golden Annual for Girls.
Oh, it's texty.
Do you think Killing Joke might be closest?
Killing Joke is quite texty. There's quite a lot of text in the Killing Joke.
It's a graphic novel. It's mainly pictures.
Ava, who would you say is closest?
What? Hang on. What was yours, Sean, again?
Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell.
And what was Chat's?
Chats were cat pictures from Funky Mr. Chicken, Marie Kondo book, or Nature's Children, Pelicans and Snakes.
What's that about?
I think it's like a natural history textbook thing, or with the pictures of pelicans and snakes.
Yeah.
Chat is
Nature-
really arguing that the Pelicans and Snakes book should be closest.
I kind of agree with that, actually. I think the Killing Joke is probably quite far away from this in almost every conceivable way, content and format.
Do you agree, Ava?
Give me. Can I have a moment to think?
Yeah, of course. We've got logs writing me a message anyway.
Oh yeah. Please double it. If you're listening, Log, I will grant you any boon that you wish. Any boon.
You think the log could be moved by boons?
Well, I hesitate to think of anything else that could be moved by.
I would love that if the log doubled it and passed it on, we could all keep doubling it and then send it back to the log.
Yeah, yeah.
Are tips working?
Can we get a shout out?
Oh,
For...
yeah, they should be. But I can see it manually. Thank you very much, Rosanna, for that £5 tip. I'm going to put it in just a second. Actually, I'm going to put it in now, right? Because I put it in as soon as I can see it. So, set the rule auction. And the rule auction rule says... contestants may appeal for custody of the log and their points. The log has free agency to choose their custodian.
So, first of all, I suppose, what has the log said in regards to passing and doubling?
Oh, let me look. Yeah, double it and pass it on, they say. So I'm going to... let me just say again, thank you very much to Rosanna for that £5 tip. Something silly is going on with the tip stuff, but I can see it. It should have come up on here. I'm not sure why it didn't. I think it's something to do with... Well, hopefully it should now work. It's because Sammy was crashing so much earlier, it didn't reconnect to the server correctly. But the crashes are fixed, so the tip should be fixed. So, well, firstly, the only reason that books were scoring points is because of this, so the book round is now over. Because books aren't worth points anymore.
I hadn't finished my thing though.
Yeah, I know.
My
but it's
ruling.
not, yeah, sure, rule, but it's not worth anything now.
Why?
Because books aren't worth points anymore, because that rule changed.
Okay. Well, I was gonna split it between Ben and Chat, because there's a lot of stuff in here about Forbidden Circus, Valentine's Victims, that sounds a bit jokery, but there's also lots of animal-y stuff.
Yeah. Well, sadly, it's not worth any points.
Do you want to double those points and give it to the next person?
Oh, speaking of which, Ben, you've just been given 2 points. Do you want to buy the log? Do you want to double it or keep it or double it and pass it on to the next person?
Ben got given 4 points.
Why?
Oh no, sorry, ignore that.
The
So, hang on,
log.
so the log has given me 2 points, but also passed on all their points and doubled them.
No. The log had 1 incoming point because they voted for themselves via DM.
Yeah.
Then they've doubled it and passed it on to the next person. So double 1 is 2. You are being given 2 points. Do you want to keep it or do you want to double it and pass it on to the next person?
I'm gonna keep.
Really?
I'm gonna keep.
Really? Really?
You Sean, I'm gonna keep.
Really?
Sean, I'm gonna keep.
Really?
I'm gonna
You're gonna
keep.
keep. You know this is live. This is broadcast public.
I'm gonna keep, Sean.
You know this is people can see you.
I'm gonna keep.
You know people can see this.
Sean, I'm keeping.
Everyone in the country can see this. They won't though. They don't have that kind of reach. All right, here you go. 2 points. Okay. Lastly, because oh well, we can all do that kind of thing. We can all flicker. We can all just change our colours around and look angry. Takes more than that to be
Turn the
jokified
lights
these
in
days.
my office red.
Are we all going red, are we?
Turn the lights in my office white.
Fine. We're all just gone angry mode, I suppose.
Turn the lights in my office red. Turn the lights in my office different colours.
Okay, so there's no points allocated for guessing books, but there is still a rule that the most Tory books removes all points. So can everyone? I have everyone's books. Ava's book is Goldie for Girls. Benjamin Alborough's book is Terry Wogan. So that's currently the most Tory. I can reveal Chat's book now. Log's asking for a rule, but I'm saying they have to wait. So the book I got from Chat is... So this isn't... This is Chat's book. Let me just put it to scale. This is Gay Semiotics by Hal Fisher. So I think it's... Yeah, that's Hal Fisher behind it, yeah. So I say that's probably not too Tory. I've got We're Going on a Bear Hunt by Michael Rosen.
Very outspoken left-wing socialist.
That's why I chose it. And
But then animal hunting, quite right-wing.
well, I don't know if they fight. They don't kill the bear, though, do they? When they do find it, they run away. So there isn't any actual animal slaughter in there. It's not really an
Yeah,
endorsement
but
of hunting.
if the people went fox hunting, if they said, "Oh, we didn't get anything," they wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's fine then."
Okay, and I was sent a book by the log.
Just
Let me
ignore what I
just resize this.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Just need to resize this so it fits on the screen. Yeah, so I don't know this author. Do we think this has a place anywhere?
I think this might stand a chance of being on the more Tory end of the spectrum.
Do you think this is Tory?
I think it might be Tory. I
Right.
think you might not know this, but Michael Gove was a Tory member of Parliament.
Is Michael Gove a Tory? You know, I can't trust
Yeah,
anyone
but-
these days. This
but he's
stuff comes
talking
out about
about-
everyone.
Celsius and Fahrenheit and temperature. It's not really talking about Tories.
Yeah, that's right. It's about temperature, this one. But I think if it's Michael Gove, then I'm afraid Log loses all of its points. Unless I do have... Well, let's put this rule through and then I can see what Log has sent me. So Log loses all of its points for being a Tory. Can I confirm if this log is not Mr. Log? I think this is a separate log. Mr. Log had arms and legs. And now chat, I think, added most Tory book removes all points. And then Log, do you want to add a rule? Log has asked, can I have a rule most Tory book gets all the points? Yeah, and where do you want to put that, Miss Log?
What is log?
What do you mean?
What is log?
Sorry, can you phrase?
What is log?
It's a log. It's a piece of wood.
Sean, can you answer the question?
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. It's not a very amazingly formed question, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna go down that route.
It's just typical, isn't it?
Okay, so log has changed rule 1 to most Tory book gets all the points.
Can we reselect our book? Because the previous book round was resolved, I think. The rule that it set out to answer had fully resolved, and this is a new rule, and I think a new book selection should be in place.
I think let me just fix some stuff up because I forgot everyone's bought a rule, so I need to make sure your rule costs have been updated. Then I add that point back in.
Sure, I don't know if you realise,
but then I add that
but
point back in.
sometimes this game is very hard to follow.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Honestly, I'm working on it. I'm trying to streamline this. So as it stands, the most Tory book gets all the points, but there aren't any upcoming book rounds, so I don't think that will come into play. Log is on -1 point. Ben has 6 points. Ava has 7. Chat has 10 points.
Hang on, does Log want to double those minus points and give it to the next person?
Log, if you can hear me, you could double those minus points and give them. Well, it wasn't receiving a penalty; it was spending. It was spending, so it's not. I don't think that applies. But if anyone does get a penalty, I think they can double it and pass it on to the next person. I don't have a rule. I'm choosing not to use a rule. That is our first round complete. It's 9:10. So let's move on to our next round.
Okay.
What have I written in here? I may or may not. Did Log get a rule? Yeah, Log created rule 1. Oh, because Sammy crashed it, so it's reset the order of rules. So I'll just run next round again. Okay, and next round again. We're doing Mastermind. Contestants can pick their own specialist topics, and I'll get the AI to generate a particularly hard question on it for them. Going left to right, Ben, what is your specialist topic that you think you can answer a hard question about?
Differences between the anime and manga of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, can you write me? Okay, inbound.
Okay.
Okay, so it's hard for me to pick which of these are good questions because I don't know anything about this. Okay, here's one. You could tell me how well formed this is. Okay. I'm going to give you a question here.
Okay.
Question. How does Yami Bakura acquire the Millennium Ring in the manga compared to the anime?
In the anime movie Dark Side of Dimensions, Yami Bakura, the King of Thieves in the village of Kol Elna, kills the ghost of Shadi and obtains the Millennium Ring. In the manga, Yami Bakura obtains the Millennium. Oh no! Yeah, in the manga, he obtains the Millennium Ring by killing Mahad or Mahado, who's the servant of the pharaoh in the final arc of the manga, which is set in the World of Memories, aka ancient Egypt.
How confident are you of this?
100%.
Right. Well, AIs have this thing where they hallucinate. So what it said has no bearing on what you've just described.
Okay. What does it say?
Well, what the AI says is that in the manga, Bakura is given the Millennium Ring by his father, whereas in the anime, he already has it during his first appearance.
It seems like the AI has an answer for everything.
Yeah, what's very smart. But then the question isn't Bakura, as in the host, it's Yami Bakura, the ancient Egyptian spirit who lives inside the Millennium Puzzle, in the same way that the pharaoh is not Yugi.
Yeah, but you're wrong, you see.
I'm pretty confident I'm right.
I don't know how to determine. It seems like there are two characters with similar names that the AI is conflated here, right?
Yes. There is Bakura, who is Ryo Bakura, who is the modern day host. He's the Yugi, he's the vessel. And then there is Yami Bakura, Dark Bakura, who is the ancient Egyptian spirit from 5,000 years ago.
I'm going to give you a different question then.
Okay.
Which card, which is central to Pegasus's strategy in an early arc of the anime, never appears in the manga?
Say that again, please.
I think it's badly formed, so I'm trying to editorialize in my own head. This question is so stupid.
I want to point out, I have other interests in the chat. Said I never want to have a conversation with Ben. I love Ben's passion, hate the subject, but damn, does Ben know it?
This one, even I know, is wrong in here.
Are we doing reality's truth or being is truth?
Well, we have voted that reality is truth, but I don't know how to verify this without watching and reading all of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
I'm not willing to do it.
But it is true. In the manga, Mahad tricks Bakura into meeting him to an empty tomb where Bakura kills him. Mahad bonds with the spirit of what becomes the Dark Magician, and that's the origins of the Dark Magician.
Not in that version.
In the manga, well, not in the fake version. And it's just he got it from his dad.
While it generates some more, hoping I can understand. Oh, I've got a message from Ava. It just says Ava, and that means a point for Ava.
Ava, do you want to keep that or double it and pass it on?
I'll double it and pass it on to the next person.
Are you doubling it and passing on to the next person?
Yeah.
Okay. That means chat gets 2 points. Chat, do you? Okay, Paul. Do you want to keep this point or pass it on to the next person?
Ben's gonna keep them all the time.
Someone in the chat was asking, why does Joey sound like that? There is a reason. It's because the way that 4Kids used to localize. Oh, what's the name of the? There's a very specific type of Japanese regional accent, like from a suburb of Tokyo, that's associated with being like a delinquent, and that always got localized in 4Kids dubs to being New York. I can't remember the name of the accent, but that's why he sounds like he's from Brooklyn.
Paul, close.
The winner is this.
Okay, double and pass. I'm doubling passing. Log, when you've got time, can you tell me what you're doing? In the manga, how does Yami Yugi punish Weevil Underwood after he cheats during their Duelist Kingdom match, and how does the anime differ?
So in the anime, he punishes him by this is a very hard question.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. In the because the manga they get horrible punishments. and they're always ironic.
I've just got a rule coming in now.
Oh yeah.
I think you might want to wait and see what this rule says before you continue. The new rule in. Thank you very much, Mighty Fighty Shushbugs, for this £6 donation. Rule auction: no one is allowed to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh or Dragon Ball Z for the rest of their lives on penalty of death.
Is there a way for me to answer this question?
No. Oh, but I've got some good news. The log is doubling it and passing it on. So let's just chart that. Ava got 1 point. 2, 4, 8. You've got 16 points. What do you want to do? Really?
No! No!
Ben,
How can you
really?
do that?
Come on. Really? Really?
You
Are you
don't-
really keeping it?
You're not going to do that, are you?
You're not really going to do that, though, are you?
I'm keeping.
What, 16 points? You're going to keep them?
I'm gonna keep them.
Why did we double it and pass it on? We should have kept them.
You fools!
What?
Also, I will say the rule.
Also, I will say.
The rule auction does not. It only says penalty of death. It doesn't mention anything about points. So I'm still going to answer the question because it does not affect the game state. I'm going to say that in the anime.
Hang on, before you answer, let me just give you your points.
Okay, thank you.
Are you at
Hang on,
6
did you want
plus
to keep
16?
it
So
or
that's
double it?
22.
I don't think Ben answered. Did you want to keep it or double it?
I definitely want to keep it.
Ben, I just need to condemn you quickly.
Okay.
There's a condemnation in. Thank you very much for the tip. Disconnected Dan, £5 to condemn Ben. Here is a condemnation.
If you want to double it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Do you want to answer your... Give me a full answer to the question, please.
I think in the manga he uses crazy psychic
Who
powers.
does? Sorry?
Yami Yugi, the spirits of the Millennium Puzzle.
In what television show?
The television show Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, Ben's been killed. Ben's out of the competition. So, Ava, it's over to you. Ava, you got a specialist subject you want a question on?
What's just happened?
Well, do you see the rule auction here?
Where's Ben gone?
I've had to kill them.
Oh.
Well, just because you...
Can we have a moment of silence before we just continue playing?
Yeah? Seems harsh, Oracle says.
If you're reading out the comments, does that mean the silence is over?
No, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Back to the silence. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, sure.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so here's my suggestion of how we proceed. Ben is still winning with 22 points. So unless someone can get more than that, Ben will win.
And we have already established that you can put money inside of a corpse's pocket earlier in the episode.
Yeah. So I do think people will need to hurry to catch up. Ava, do you have a specialist subject?
Star Wars, I think.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to ask for some like finicky or hard questions about Star Wars. And again, I don't know a lot about Star Wars, so I'm not really a great judge. So will Ben's corpse be in the semi-final? Ben may be revived by a wizard in between.
Where's the wizard? Could everyone hear Ben?
What is the full... No, you may be able to. I'm not able to, and neither is anyone in the broadcast.
So I can contact the afterlife.
Yes, because of your close spiritual connection to Ben.
I can hear Ben. I can hear Ben. Yes, I can hear you. I'm dead. The ghost says I'm dead. No, you can't. I don't.
Just be aware, Ava, that people can only hear one half of this conversation.
I know. I'm saying Ben's trying to give all of their points to me. No, I wouldn't accept them.
Ava, what is the full name of Yoda's species?
There is no name. There is no species.
Are you confident of that?
Yes.
Okay, that's worth a point. Do you want to double it or keep it, or double it and pass it on?
I have another question. Ben has just given me all of his points. Do I double those and give them to the next person?
Okay, I just want to reveal that I can also hear Ben, just through the way that the audio is being routed. So
What's that got to, yeah, but...
Well, I can hear him over and over again going, no, keep my points. I can hear him desperately clinging on to his 22 points.
You might be able to hear some kind of other kind of apparition. I can definitely hear Ben.
It resonates so clearly with Ben's behaviour while alive. It's what Ben wouldn't want. The people in chat can extrapolate from Ben while living that Ben wants to keep the points.
Death can really change a person.
Well, it hasn't changed this person, let me tell you. Funky Mr. Chicken has tipped £10. Thank you very much for the donation, Funky Mr.
Double
Chicken.
it and give it to the next person.
This auction rule is just coming in now. I haven't completely read through it and understood it, so we'll pass it together.
I would like to double my points that I got given, by the way.
Yeah, to chat. Okay, let me ask chat. Have I got that question I could... Have I done that recently enough? Yeah. Poll for 30 seconds. Chat, do you want to double your points and pass them on? Or keep? One for keep, two for Dalby and pass. Okay, this new rule auction is all players can answer via Ouija board if they so choose, paying 1 point to the ferryman per answer. Funky, can you give me some guidance on what this means? Like, does that mean ask Ben in the afterlife, or does that mean something else?
Poll closed.
The winner is this.
Twitch chat. Sorry, I'm talking to the dead.
I'm doubling and then passing them onto the log. Log, if you've got time, let me know what you want to happen.
Of course, like Yugi, I have two spirits within me. I could also
I've got a
be the
message
medium
from
that
Ben
Tony
from the
Roke is.
afterlife via DM. It says Ben, so I'm just giving 1 point to Ben. Ben, do you want to double it and pass it on to the next person, or keep? I can hear Ben say keep.
Keep.
Yeah, okay. Log, let me know what you want to do with those points. You've received another. I've got a DM from anonymous user saying Log. So you have received 17 points. Do you? No, you've got. Sorry, you've got 9 points. Do you want to double them or keep?
Who?
Log. I just want to say that if Log does double them and pass them on, then that will give Terry like 41
Terry
points.
is not actionable.
It
Okay.
looks like that Funky Mr. Chicken's rule allows Ben to come back and answer questions on behalf of other contestants if the contestants pay 1 point. Log, let me know. Oh, Log says, can I pass them to the next living contestant? Ava, as the author of the pass it on to the next person rule, would you say pass it on to the next person from Log would be Ben's corpse or you?
I would say it would be me. No, particularly because it was all about like a TikTok video and they wouldn't give money to a corpse.
Oh, but I argued they would. Because it's all about kindness and helping people who are down and out. So...
Shut up.
So giving it to someone who's been killed at a quiz game would be part of it.
Sorry. But you can say I argued this, it still doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? I'm
In
going
the
to ask
TikTok-
chat. I'm going to ask chat because we're
Hang
clearly
on,
at loggerheads.
you just said
We're at an
Ava.
impasse, aren't we? So
We're at an impasse because you're wrong.
well, then let's just bring in a third party. Shut up, Ben. Hello, Bread Santa. How was the play?
Ben, whenever my lights go red, I will only say what you say.
30 seconds. Do the points go to Ben or Ava? 1 for Ben, 2 for Ava. Terry Wogan voting 1.
Please vote for you. No. Ava's just going to take the points and pass them along.
The winner
My favourite character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Maximus Pegasus.
Okay, Ben's killed once again. Oh, hang on. Oh no, Ava, you've been killed. You talked about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Bye, everyone.
I have to complete. My brain is utterly
Sorry, Ava, no one can hear you. You talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Does Ava still get the points? Yep. Okay, so if the precedent is that only living people chat's alive, so the log had that, so chat gets 18 more points. Which means in total that's 28 points. Okay, so chat, you've got 28 points coming in. Do you want to keep them or do you want to pass them on to the next person? Do you want to keep your point or pass them on to the next person? Oh, hang on. Ava, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Kill rule wasn't in place. So actually, you don't die. You're still here. So you've got 18 points. Do you want to double it or pass it on to the next? Keep it or double it and pass it on to the next person?
First of all, I'd like to say no one gave me a moment of silence, which is particularly disrespectful.
Well, you were the only person advocating for it and you got killed.
Yeah, but I'm back now, so maybe there was a silence that killed Ben.
Rigorous Smith created the sentence, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rule was for the rest of their lives. Let me look at the wording. Yeah, but it's not there now. You can't write a rule and be like, "This rule's always active." No,
When the rule was in place.
I'm calling shenanigans on that.
Points are always active.
So Ben, you're dead. I'm not going to argue with you. You died fair and square. Ava died incorrectly.
Is there a way for me to get back into the game?
I don't know, honestly. We're really having to play the cards we're being dealt. Ava, you have 18 points. Do you want to double it and pass it on to the next person or keep it?
I'll keep it, please.
Really? Really? Oh boy. Okay.
Ava, can we combine our points and exist as one entity in the same body? I don't know. Sean, can we?
You might need to make a rule to do it. Chat, what's your special? It doesn't really matter.
You might need to make a rule to do it.
Hey,
Chat,
Ben
what's
can
your-
hear me. Ben can hear me.
Oh.
That doesn't sound like you're doing the same voice for Ben as me.
I'm juggling 3 different minds. Which is the plot of that thing.
Chat, what's your specialist subject? We've got to figure out. This will be our last round, I think. Oh, it's crashed again. Enjoy your more points, I suppose.
I didn't hustle you, chat.
You hustled them
I
a
got
bit.
burned. I got burned so many times, and I just. Hang on. If the rule is no longer in play, does that mean I'm back to life now?
No, because you die. Like the rule caused you to die, and you're not. Doesn't mean you come back to life. Like if it's like in a TV show, if you kill a wizard who killed lots of people with a magic spell, killing the wizard doesn't bring people back to life. Coda the Barbarian.
Inaudible. I think we need another book round.
No, we're not having another book round. What's your specialist subject?
Is chat aware that when I go red, I'm voicing Ben?
It's not clear, really. Just wait a second for it to write out the thing, because every time you crash it, a lot of things break, and I need to spend a minute fixing them all.
Oh, would you fucking lay off? I'm trying to fix Sammy and that.
What do you think I sound? Who are you basing your voice for me on?
Who are you basing your voice for me on? Fucking. Who are you basing your voice for me on? I'm Sean Morley.
Can I just say, Ben's also, for the people listening, Ben's also doing an impression of me that only I can hear.
Bloody second, but Ben is also doing an impression of me. I, Sean Morley, am going to revive Benjamin Alborough. Did you call me Benjamin Alborough?
Is it not Benjamin Alborough?
It's Benjamin Alborough.
Okay, chat, what's your specialist subject? It should be safe to do it now. I'll get this fixed for next time.
I thought you said Alborough, even though I know that's not your name.
Okay, Ava, what do you think your chances are? Do you think Ben ought to be revived in some sense before the end of the game? What's your instinct on this?
Ben looks very sweet right now, I'll be honest.
Yeah, let me take a look.
He's get. But hang on, why do I get to choose?
I just need some guidance. I'm just looking to the people around me to help me with the hard
There
decisions
has to
in
be a
life.
reason why Ben would come back.
The thing is, killing Ben was easy. It said so in the rules, and I've got a very simple task in that regard. Just interpret and enforce the rules. But
Ava, if you spend your rule to say that people can come back from the dead,
yeah, after this, we're going to have a rules round, and it's up for the rule makers to decide whether or not they want to bring Ben back.
why would I spend that point to combine with you? Why? I'm already winning, right?
Yeah, you're winning. Yeah, you're winning by 2 points. Yeah.
So I would spend a point to combine with you.
Well, actually,
But
you'd spend 2
you
points. You'd spend 2 points, and then you'd be drawing with Ben. But why would
You're
Ava
just
do
gonna
that?
stab me
Sorry,
in the back.
Ben. People can't hear what you're saying. Ben is trying to convince Ava that they should merge, and there's no good argument for it from a victory-focused mindset.
But let's talk again. Oh yeah, they can't hear me, can they? But that was a cunning thing to say.
Yeah, no one's repeated that message. on your
Yeah,
behalf, Ben.
I heard that message and I thought, oh, why would they do that? Also, we don't even know if that's possible. Sorry, Ben's saying that they will do something else, and we don't even know if that is possible yet. But I don't want to repeat it because it's terms of service.
Well, yeah, it's a very dangerous.
Because I'm off stream, it means I can say things that violate TOS.
I'm just going to offer up. It's split my thing into questions about Ben Alborough and questions about Czech New Wave cinema. My favourite question and answer combo from the Benjamin Alborough series is what is the title of Benjamin Alborough's debut stand-up comedy special, which premiered in 2018? Answer: The Power of Laughing.
Ben is laughing quite heavily.
Yeah, Ben is off his nut right now.
Yeah. He's drinking ragu from a bottle of snake. The power of laughing. Ha 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 ha.
Let this type out in full before you try answering it. And it's too long. You can see it in chat. The question is, which film directed by Jiri Menzel and based on a short story by Bohemian Horrible won an Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film in 1968? Once you hear the typing stop, that means it's safe.
I was really happy that Mighty Fighty picked up on my little sentence. Ava, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you 10 points if you let me choose your rule for you. Would you give me the 10 points first? So I can accept the points, but I don't have to do it. It would just be a faith exercise. No, you give me the points for an exchange, but I then don't have to spend that point. So I would have. I'm trying to see. No, it's not an honest attitude, but I'm trying to see what headspace you're in.
Chat can only hear one half of it.
I keep forgetting.
One-sided haggling.
I keep forgetting that they can't hear. It's really tough. It's tough being a medium.
I could only imagine.
Do you know what? You know when like people criticize mediums and they say why they're like, oh, I'm getting a letter A, but I'm getting a Georgie or something. It's like, why are you being vague? This is really tough. I can imagine like being like, oh, I'm getting this, but like because you're so overwhelmed because the dead are just so annoying.
Chat. You're going to keep your point or double pass? Chat. 1 for keep, 2 for double pass. You have at this point about 19 seconds.
Ben, do you want to say anything?
Everyone's saying double pass. Let's say that goes to me. That's 2 points. I'm passing that to Log. Log, let me know what you want to do.
Poll closed.
Well,
Winner is.
Am I ineligible to get the point?
we seem to have made a precedent that dead people don't get points. However, we're moving to a rules phase now. That was our last questions phase. This is our final rules phase. As the lowest scoring person who is sentient,
Can the dead make rules?
we don't know yet. However, I'm going to spend my rule to revive Ben. Oh, Log has got back to me before. Well, Log has got back to me before I could revive Ben. I was trying to do it as fast as possible, but the Log did get back to me. Ava, the points go to you. Do you want to double them or keep them?
How many points are there?
So chat got 1. That's 2 with me, 4 with Log, 8 to you.
I don't think I'm a very good person.
What do you mean?
Well, imagine a TikTok video where the same video, they keep doubling money and giving it, and it always ends up going to the same person. And then I'm the person saying that person's greedy, and then as soon as they die and I get the money.
You continue to think about it. Continue to think about it. In the meantime, I'm going to spend my
Okay,
point.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it. What's next? What we're talking about next?
Well, I'm spending my point as the lowest sentient player to replace this with all the dead come back to life. And this reintroduces Ben into the game. Ava, I just want to check again. Are you keeping or are you doubling and passing it on?
I said keep it.
I know, but I just got distracted. I just need to hear what's happening.
Just keep it.
Yeah? You sure?
Good to be back. The afterlife was
The
not
afterlife was not kind.
I feel that
Ava, we no longer require
feel
this.
like
Ava, we don't need that bit now.
fits the
Fits
personal
the
Ava,
personal
Ben's alive now.
goals
goals
and interests of the other players.
interest.
I feel that I was misrepresented.
Ava, we don't need to. We don't need to be a medium now.
I think that punishment should be.
Ava, what are you doing?
More name's Sean Morley.
Why on me? Why on me? Ava stole all the points, so you should.
Why
I
on me?
went to the University of
Why
Sheffield.
against me? Why am I being lampooned? What have I done? Ava's the person who could have passed it on.
You stole. Yeah. Ringo, is that you?
My name's Sean Morley.
Nice try, neck, Neil.
I like.
Okay,
I like
1,
points.
2, 4, 8
One.
points to Ava. That makes 33 points.
33.
The next sentient person who can make a rule, Paul, chat, do you want to rule? You got 30 seconds.
Poll open.
Thank you. Sean is always talking about Ringo.
Ringo's done nothing wrong.
You never talked about the others though.
Ringo's the only person who's never sinned in the Beatles. What sin has Ringo done?
Envy.
Who did he envy?
Sloth.
The others.
I don't think so. He's on his own wavelength. He just wanted to be Thomas the Tank Engine.
That's true. In which case,
The
wasn't Thomas the Tank Engine all about trains being envious of other trains? to the point where one gets like bricked in.
See, chat, this is what I was hearing the whole time. The whole time. It was an absolute nightmare.
Ben, this is your last chance to make a rule. It will
My
cost
rule?
you 2 points.
Yes,
Do you want to make a rule?
I would like to make a rule. Is this the final round?
This is the final rules round. After Ava gets an opportunity to make the final rule, whoever wins, wins, and that's the end of the game.
So is it my turn next, then Ava's?
Yeah.
Okay. Points are reassigned highest to lowest alphabetically by surname.
Well, all of them.
All points are reassigned highest to lowest alphabetically by surname.
When?
After Ava's rule.
At the end of the game.
Yeah, before the winner's announced.
Okay. Sure. And what rule do you want to overwrite?
The DMing one. It didn't seem to work out in my favour.
Not at all. Okay. At the very end of the game, all points are reassigned alphabetically
Highest
based
to
on
lowest.
surname.
Yeah.
Also, do you know my actual surname or my stage surname?
I know the name that you've got written down on this Twitch overlay.
But that's not my surname.
Okay. So all
Okay.
points are reassigned highest to lowest based on surname,
Okay.
not alphabetically.
Highest to lowest.
Yeah,
Based on surname.
Surname alphabetically. Yeah.
Okay. And you're happy with the wording here?
Points are reassigned highest to lowest based on surname alphabetically. If we slip on alphabetically.
Okay, sure. You want to absolutely make sure
I
this
really-
is absolutely locked down.
Well, there was a point earlier in the game where I was considering, unplugging my Ethernet cable. But now that I'm back in, I know that this is my last chance. This is my last stand.
And do you think this is the best tactic you could have possibly done?
Based on surname alphabet. Oh yes. I struggle to think of another way in which I could possibly win this game.
Sure. And do you think there are any flaws to the tactic you've chosen?
I can't necessarily see any right now. My name happens. Oh, by coincidence, I've just noticed that my name happens to be pretty high in the alphabet. So I'm pretty.
Okay.
I think this is the way that I can win.
Well, I can see a flaw in it. Let's just see if anyone else can see it. So you've bought a rule that takes you down to 21 points. Ava, would you like to change any rules or make any rules?
Hang on. Is this the last thing of the game?
This is the last thing of the game, yeah. Are there
Okay, right.
anything you want to do? It would cost you 2 points and you can overwrite any of these rules.
Let me have a think. What's number 3 say?
When you receive a point, you may double it and pass it on to the next person.
Yes, can I change rule number 2, please?
Yeah, okay. And what do you want to change it to?
Can I just change it to the word moose?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, here's rule number 2 to check you're okay with the wording here.
Yeah.
That's good, and I'll just reflect that in your points. You've bought your second rule. Okay, now let me just find out who's won. Is there anything for me to do at the end of the game now? No, nothing. Everything's fine. And with that in mind, what else is there to do but to declare the winner of Sean Morley's normal game, episode 15, is Ava Liversidge. Congratulations. Ben, you fought bravely. I think there was a hole in your final tactic, and when the penny dropped, it was an incredible moment to see. Ava, how are you feeling up there from the winner's podium?
I wasn't expecting to win today, so I'm quite happy. I would like to give Ben the option of joining me in the next round as a spirit.
I am gracious in defeat. I was hoisted by my own petard. Ava, it would be my privilege to join you as a spirit guide.
Thank you.
Over the course of the next. Of course, I would have been able to do that, in canon as a spirit had you got rid of rule 1 instead. But I will be a living spirit guide, giving you help.
I would like to ask that you think about the rules that you suggest to me in the next round a tiny bit more.
You know what the thing is? I made a notepad. I've got a text document that I was writing down ideas for rules for like half an hour before the stream started to see if I could engineer the wording of a rule so that I would win. That didn't really work.
We'll look at the document together.
Yeah.
Can we get some AVAs in the chat? Ava, you are our champion and our hero. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to plug? Do you want to talk about upcoming shows or Square Hole or anything like that? Thank you to the Cardboard Children for the £10 tip. It just says the dead are just so annoying. Well, there's no dead here. Only... Oh, Ava's gone. Ava? Ava, all good? Ava, everything okay over there? Ava, all good? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to say? Ava? Ava? Anything you want to say? Well, Ben, as our runner-up, do you want to give us some parting words?
Yes. It is not enough to succeed. Others
No.
must fail. Thank you for having me. I look forward to seeing you in the finals.
Huh?
Well, you have to take this as a... Where's the comment? I assume that this is sort of a resignation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah, see you next year. Have fun.
That was
Only
Ben
12.
Alborough. Dead again. Ava, congratulations. I believe people can see your show at the Nottingham Comedy Festival. Rosanna has provided a link. I think you're on the 8th of
Thank
November,
you.
is that right?
Yes. I'm also doing the Glang show
Yes.
in that same festival. Then I'm doing something in London at a later date, but I will tell you all about that when it's confirmed. It's a good look.
And of course, you do have your solo show, Liversidge,
Hey,
Laughersage,
wow, look at that poster.
Liversidge, as part of the Wormhole Weekend. This is on the 8th of November. Ava, would you like to set a rule That will be the starting rule for the next episode of Normal Game. Unfortunately, you're dead, Ben.
Can they hear Ben?
No, but you can.
Okay.
Ben,
Sorry? Ben just has 3-card Monty.
and would you like to set
that's-
that as the rule?
Can I have... I don't know exactly how to phrase it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ben, I'm not going to go with that. I don't understand. Yeah, sorry. Let's get light. You can either use your rule as a point, or you can attack someone else with it, meaning they will lose it.
Can I?
You can rephrase that so it makes sense.
That's fine, but I need to know a bit more about what it means before I could reword it.
You give me a point, I can either put it in my bank,
Yeah.
or I can take it off someone else, so I can minus someone
Oh,
else.
okay. You can either keep your points or deduct them from someone else. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So if you get 3 points, you can attack 3 points or keep.
That's interesting. Points can be weapons. Okay, that will be our starting rule for next week, when we are going to be here again on Wednesday. Sean Morley's Normal Game episode. Episode 16.
Says Ben.
And that will be, I think, Rachel Gallagher versus the combined team Josie Hypatia and Rosanna. I think that's next week. So we will be back to find out who is the most normal person. Congratulations to Ava Liversidge for absolutely dominating this and managing to be alive throughout the entire competition.
No, that's not true.
You died erroneously for a short spell, and that was a mistake on my part.
Yeah, well, doctors shouldn't admit that.
That's true. And that's why I've lost my license. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you to everyone who provided topics, donations, rules, suggestions, or DM'd me pictures of yourself holding a book.
Thanks, everybody.
Congratulations to our winner, Ava Liversidge, and a lesser congratulation to our runner-up, Ben Alborough, who got hoisted by several petards, some his own, some he just found along the way. We will see you all later. I am back tomorrow afternoon, and I've got another stream on Friday evening, so I will see you at those. Thank you for watching.
And remember, always batten down the hatches.
Huh? Sorry?
And remember, always batten down the hatches. Is this the last thing of the game?
This is the last thing of the game, yeah. Are there anything you want to do? It would cost you 2 points and you can overwrite any of these rules.
Let me have a think.
One for chat. Okay, and that's all the DMs. So let's see who that's worked. Out 4. So currently Ben sits at 3, Ava sits at 7, and Chat sits at 10. Everyone has benefited except you. You got 1 point out of a possible 11 points. I have no time for them. I have no time for the re-emergence of puns in this like post-ironic dad joke culture. I don't like puns. When I hear a pun, I feel like my lifespan has been reduced. I feel like my heart has skipped a beat and I'm closer to the grave. My blood runs cold and my mind turns into a grey breeze block. Nevertheless, I know that that's probably the closest thing we can do to get. We don't need to be a medium now.
I think that punishment should be.
Ivor, what are you doing?